How many of you had a tough year this year? Yeah. How many of you are like me and choose not to participate? No, in that challenge. You know, I can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. I can't even decide how I want to make it different unless I know what that is. You see, we all have the opportunity to do things that are really important to us. I can't determine what our legislators are going to do. I can't even have a big say in how they change things. I can vote and I can send them letters, but I'm not always sure it's going to make a difference. But what I can do is decide how I want to react to it. And so what we're going to be talking about in this next hour and a half is your opportunity to change how you proceed, because we have that opportunity. Just like the sign says, when one door closes, I hope another one opens. And when you're given the opportunity, don't take the path of least resistance. It's just easy to give up, isn't it? It's just easy to say, oh, whatever. This is the life I was dealt. If I would have done that, I wouldn't be standing before you today. Because most of you know that it's a miracle I'm even here. Because I survived a beating going 65 miles an hour down a freeway in a Jeep in 1985. But somebody who's supposed to have loved me. But you see, we have choices to make. And that's one of the things that we can do. Because as we begin to look at this, you have the opportunity to live life abundantly. And status quo has got to go. If you're doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. And we know that isn't going to work. So I have a question for you as we do this. In my pocket here, I have some fun stuff. How many of you would like $1? I would. Okay. Okay. How many of you would like a 20? Okay. Anybody want 100? Yeah. Oh, look, people are running to the front now. I asked if you wanted it. I didn't say I was going to give it to you. Yes. Now she's going to attack me for it. If you want 100, why are you settling for $1? You see, you can have a $100 life or you can have a $1 life. You need to make that choice. See, I don't even want you to stop at the $100 life. I want you to go for a $1 million life. Whatever that looks like to you. It doesn't mean that you have $1 million in the bank. Trust me, I don't even think I'd care if I had $1 million in the bank. Would it make my life easier? Maybe. Would it bring me happiness? Not for me. Because I know what brings me happiness. And for me, it's never been about money. It's been about other things. So the 4 keys to basic success, and I too, like Barbara, will give you copies of my slides if that's what you want, because I'm not going to make you write while we're trying to talk through this. But you have 4 options. You have choice. Did you know that that is the most valuable gift you've ever been given? All of us were born with it, and some of us don't use it, or don't use it wisely. The power to choose is the most valuable tool you have in your toolkit. I could choose to be a victim, or I could choose to be a survivor. I chose to be a survivor because I decided that there was more to life than what I was living. The best part about that is that because I chose to live life abundantly, I've had the opportunity to meet so many fantastic women, do so many fantastic things, and to have experiences that I wouldn't have had before had I not been able to do that. The second thing we have is a clear vision. Do you know what your future looks like? Some of you have gone through that course with me. How clear is the vision of your future? How many of you can say today that you know exactly what your future is going to look like? You have the power to choose. You see how they go hand in hand? The third thing is you have to have solid goals. Just because I choose to have a clear vision and I choose the life I want, without providing the step-by-step plan to get there, I won't get there. I won't have the ability to do that. So I want to make sure that I have that ability. And then it takes commitment. It takes commitment.